MixxFM News for Carey covers. For tarps of all shapes and sizes. Made to fit for trucks, grouper bins, trailers, boats and bunkers. Part of the Ace Radio Network. 94.5, 98.5 and 101.3 MixxFM.
20 degrees in Melbourne. Rain easing later, a top of 22. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning. I'm David Armstrong. The ambulance union says a mass recreational drug overdose at a weekend rave at a Flemington racecourse reinforces the need for mandatory pill testing and increased education. Breathing tubes had to be placed into revellers' throats, and 7 partygoers were put into induced comas after overdosing on ecstasy on Saturday. Danny Hill from the ambulance union telling Tony Jones it was a dire situation with additional mica crews rushed in from other parts of the city.
There were emergency doctors at the scene who had to actually perform a procedure called RSI, rapid sequence intubation. So one of the paramedics I spoke to was managing one of them, trying to assist the patient with their airway. They were seizing so much they couldn't maintain an airway.
A major flood warning's been issued in central Victoria after towns copped a drenching, sparking almost 700 calls to the SES in the space of just 24 hours. Residents surrounding the Campaspe River have been told to move to higher ground. The river at Barnadown is currently at 5.1 metres and rising. It could reach 6 metres. Boats were used to rescue residents from 20 flooded homes at Goornong near Bendigo earlier this morning. And senior meteorologist Miriam Bradbury says warnings for floods are still in place.
The risk of heavy falls today is mainly going to be across central and eastern parts. Now, the heavy rainfall can lead to flash flooding, which can be very dangerous and very quickly cut off roads and access routes.
The state's water companies have been forced to take on more debt and higher interest payments after their coffers were drained by the Treasurer to prop up his state budget. The Age is reporting Tim Pallas has ripped $210 million from the 4 water corporations. That's on top of the $112 million they pay in dividends. The government argues it's reasonable in an accounting procedure called capital repatriation because of excess equity in the water companies. This is despite 2 of the corporations having to borrow to fund those payments. The federal government's under increasing pressure to launch an inquiry into the rising cost of fresh fruit and vegetables. Ross Marcelino from Natural Earth Produce in the Goulburn Valley says they're being smashed by the supermarkets.
They're publicising that they pay market price. Yeah, that's fine. It's not about paying market price. Yes, they pay market price, but they're retailing too high. At the moment, they're paying $2.20 a kilo back at the farm here, and they're retailing $6.50 a kilo. So you work out the difference there. There's just too much profit.
The next stage of works on the Westgate Tunnel project is set to cause big delays for drivers starting this week. Works to widen the Westgate Freeway from 8 to 12 lanes start on Wednesday and continue until early March. The outbound exit from the Westgate Freeway to the M80 Ring Road will close for 9 days from Wednesday. The countdown to the 2024 Paris Olympics and Paralympics is on. Just 200 days are on the calendar until the first of our athletes represent Australia. Former gold medal Olympian Anna Mears says preparations are well underway.
Behind the scenes planning all the logistics for the athletes when they arrive on the Australian Olympic team in Paris, but also for the athletes, both trying to qualify and train and prepare. So with only 200 days to go, I think a few of the athletes will be trying to park that number a little bit and just keep their nose down on the process that they're following at the moment.
I'm such a weirdo, tattoos from my toes to my earlobe. Was a role model, I never had a hero. I learned how to live through the stereo.
Awaken your senses. The all-new MG5.
Sport for Horsham Bearings, Darlot Street, the district's largest range of industrial supplies.
The Matildas will be without their skipper for an extended period. Sam Kerrs ruptured her ACL during a training camp with her side Chelsea. She's been ruled out of playing the upcoming Olympic qualifiers. Rafael Nadal to skip the Australian Open to rehab a micro-muscle tear. Qualifying gets underway at Melbourne Park today. Arena Rodionova among the locals in action. Grigor Dimitrov beat Holger Rune in the Brisbane International Final, while Germany took out the United Cup. In soccer at the FA Cup, Manchester City has thumped Huddersfield 5-0, while Liverpool beat Arsenal 2-0. And in golf, Jason Day, 5 shots off the pace during the final round of the PGA Tour's season opener in Hawaii. 9:05. That's the latest news and sports.
What's better than creme brulee? A creme brulee iced coffee. Rich espresso poured over ice with a hint of caramelised sugar and custard flavours topped with crunchy toffee crumb. Try it at McCafe today. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Another member of the Weekly Advertiser Trade Directory team.
TV Connections offers satellite, antenna and TV wall mounts. For new house pre-wiring, additional points or problems with your digital TV reception, log on to tvconnections.com.au.
Stay cool. Save money on your energy bills. Horsham Curtains and Blinds, Darlot Street.
Mix FM weather for Horsham Auto Glass, for farm machinery, trucks and cars. 60B Darlot Street, Horsham.
Your 4-day forecast across the Wimmera. In for a cloudy day today, medium chance of showers becoming less likely later this afternoon, the fire danger moderate. Tomorrow when we head for an overnight low of 13 degrees, in for a cloudy day, top of 27. Wednesday cloud clearing 29 and Thursday mostly sunny, heading for a top of 31. Today for Horsham 24, Stoll 23 and Ararat with a top of 22 degrees.
The Tim Tam McFlurry is back at Macca's and much more chocolatey.
It's 18 degrees right now.